Hi everyone, I'm Alex with Redwood Exotics, and today we have some new babies we found in the incubator. So we got 4 leopard geckos today, which is pretty exciting. In this tub here, we have 2 from our sort of Tremper white and yellow raptor projects, and in here we have 2 from our Pure Fasciolatus pairing. So let's see if I can open this one first. I'll show these closer, maybe do some cutaways to that. But it looks like at least one is a banded snow albino, possible Eclipse. It's not looking white and yellow to me. There was a 75% chance of white and yellow though. And this other one is a raptor or snow raptor, possible white and yellow as well. So I house all of the babies individually. This way we don't get any accidents, such as nipping tails. They can drop their tails and have recurrent tails. And I find it easier, you can tell who's eating, who's not. So they're really small as babies, but pretty sturdy and already walking around, moving, enjoying life. So that's one of the eggs there. Okay. And this is the second baby. Cute. When they're albino and babies, sometimes they don't open their eyes as much the first day, so it's hard to tell if they have the Eclipse trait, which is a solid color eye. There's the second egg. Okay. I've been trying a few different tub types for incubation this year just to see kind of what works best, what works at all. This one here was kind of a normal shipping deli cup that you might use. It had the air holes in, so I actually put some masking tape around, and that worked perfectly for the leopard gecko so far. I've had no failed eggs in there, no deformities, so that's really good. So in here, these 2 are Pure Fasciolatus leopard geckos. So once again, a subspecies of leopard gecko. And they're really good for projects. If you've been breeding a few years, you tend to end up with a lot of related animals, and you can get some inbreeding problems that start popping up after a few generations. So it's a really good idea to bring in fresh blood, and there's nothing more fresh or more natural than a pure wild type. And these work great with anything because they don't carry any hets. No Tremper albino het, no Eclipse, no blizzard. So you can really pair it to anything without worrying about crossing genetics you're not supposed to, or ending up buying extra breeders just to get new blood for each line you're working with. So these work great for that, and they're beautiful in their own regard. So there's 2 here. These are both attempt sex for female. So now we have 3 pures for the year so far, and quite a few more coming our way. Okay. These ones have been very, very polite and quiet with us today. No screaming, which they can sometimes do, which is a little shocking to hear. Yeah, they don't seem too bothered by me at all. So here's the other one. So these ones, yeah, they're normal Fasciolatus, the yellow with the black stripes. As they age, the black stripes, they fade to spots, and that's kind of your typical leopard gecko look. Over the past 30 plus years in the hobby, everyone's been breeding for morphs, and that's how you end up with the abnormal ones like this, which are honestly more common to find these days than the normals. So let's find the 2 eggs. These ones were stuck together as well. I tend to not separate eggs that are stuck together. Even if one goes bad, it tends not to spread to the good ones. So just kind of put them in as is and let them be. This one here is kind of a food takeaway, like a takeout dish. I don't actually like this one as much as the deli cups. I tried it, it's a little bigger, it's more rectangular, so it fits well in the incubator. but putting the lid on, there's a lot of clicking bits. It's very light and flimsy. So I'm always worried it's not on properly. I might slip around. So yeah, 4 babies. They're all looking very active down here. Probably hard for you to see, but I'll definitely show some more angles of them as well. So here are the 4 new babies from today. 2 different pairings. So the 2 on the left are from the same clutch of eggs. So the same parents, the eggs were laid at the same time. And the 2 over here were also from 2 different parents from the same clutch as well. So it's just kind of a coincidence that these 4 hatched on the same day, and that, you know, for the most part, they don't look anything alike. Over here, these were their 4 eggs that they came out of. Some were cleaner than others. These 2 were stuck together, which can happen from time to time. I think they weren't actually laid in the incubation medium. So this one here, well, it's definitely a raptor. You can just tell by looking at it. It's got that kind of pink-white nose and face. The yellow coloration versus more of an orange makes me think it might be snow. And for the white and yellow gene, it's really hard to tell at this age. So we might have to wait a few shed cycles to see what sort of pattern might come through. But I'm not too sure quite yet. It could be very hard to tell. This one here is a Mack Snow Tremper Albino. And looking at the face, it might be Eclipse as well. It does have some very, it's hard to see on the screen, but you see there's like a halo of yellow around the white. And that is sometimes indicative of the white and yellow trait. However, in this case, if it is present, it is very, very a low expression for the white and yellow gene. I would be very surprised if this animal is indeed white and yellow, but possibly a Mack Snow Raptor banded. And then over here, we have our second Pure Fasciolatus. So again, that's a subspecies of leopard gecko. And this is about as normal of a leopard gecko as you would find in the wild as a baby. They're intended to kind of blend in with sandy and rocky terrains and rocks and all sorts. And this is the clutch mate, another temp-sexed female Pure Fasciolatus leopard gecko. So I'm very excited with this project. It's going well so far. We have 3 pure temp-sexed female Fasciolatus, quite a few more on the way. So we'll have plenty of options to choose which ones we hold back and which ones we'll release. We'll definitely be releasing some. Keep your eye out for that in a month or so. So yeah, very happy. Feels like Christmas getting this many babies at one go. These 2 were actually a few days overdue from when I predicted them to hatch, so it's nice coming home and seeing them all out at the same time. So we have plenty more eggs due to hatch in the upcoming days and weeks and months, so please subscribe and like, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks.